wonderful holiday. God protects and guide una and they enjoy una holiday. Today, na Boxing Day, December 26th. And this na the program Inside Salon today, na the Den and Now Media Empire, where they broadcast live na Facebook. Me na host and presenter, Mohamed Kamara, commonly known as Supermed. Today inside the program, we get somebody who they call a social media commentator, a political activist, somebody who very, very passionate about in country. Mama Salon, this person, most of us sabi am na social media, he always the advocate for in country. This man, no other person other than Brother Arun Zubairu. Brother Arun Zubairu, I believe most of us sabi am, those social media, they talk about issues them where they affect that country. They see the passion where they come out from them. You know, say this gentleman, like a real patriot, now somebody who like in country. Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome, Brother Arun Zubairu. Brother Arun Zubairu, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Supermed. Supermed, thank you for inviting me. And when we get issues like this, once you call me and invite me, I will drop all what I do and can't join you because I'm proud of you and Mr. Prince of what to do with this show. God bless you for our contribution to the country Mama Salon. And I'm glad for day with you today, this Saturday. God bless you, sir. And Merry Christmas to you and the family.
Okay, then thank you very much and welcome once more again. And please, ladies and gentlemen, when I love share, this gentleman will get today, and a gentleman will very, very, he know the issues them, he know in country, very passionate about in country. And thing that we can discuss today, the topic, now the bankruptcy policies, how competent is our bank governor? We go also up much by the 2019 audit report. The much talked about audit report. So please, please allow we continue for share. Very interesting program. Brother Zubairu, we're yes. Very, very happy for getting you now today. We want to go straight away now to the program because we don't lost some time. So they go straight away to the program. And again, we apologize profusely for the intermittent content what we get and the issues that we get for come live. We feel so we don't go live, we don't come live, we don't come back. But it look like everything is steady and everything is working fine now. So again, we apologize for that. Mr. Zubairu.
Yes, sir.
Recently, they talk about the 2019 audit report. When you talk about this issue, about this 5.5 billion. Recently, again, we don't see a tweet where the first lady says, puts a bow, Salon, we economy na 4 billion. How comes Babadi Kamara would see 5.5 billion? Right. So this has been, he say audit reports, we move. What are you concerned over that particular communique? Because it looks like somebody they try to distract people or there's some sort of confusion. We don't know whether from the auditor general or the people in authority. What can you take?
Thank you again for asking that question. First and foremost, the First Lady, we not elect her for make any decision or contribution to a fiscal policy them and also with law. Countless of time, this First Lady don't indulge into we country affairs. It look like I say they make policies them and also they make punishment or threaten for punish the ordinary Sierra Leonean them. First of all, we want to let the First Lady know say we not elect them and it will actually sit down and be a First Lady rather than they inject himself into with country affairs. Now, when it comes to the timber, we will talk about so. For let any bill pass na parliament, for that it comes to fruition, the government, the parliament, then get to go through rigorous study about every bill before it comes to pass, before the president sign them. Me fambulen, J.J. Safa is say in a professor. Now he come up with this calculation. It said for every cubic meter, now $2,500 now in the cubic meter. Not only in read them, but Parliament read them, other people within the government read them. Over 500 people read this particular bill before the president sign them. So the question is, if they send a 2.2 million cubic meter, then they sell, now 5.4 billion to be exact. They do it deliberately for manipulate the country, for play the game, and then come with this number, and with the order to ransom. If that's the number we then come with, then we need with $5.5 billion. Whose side the money go? Other than sell to where the receipt, let them able for tell me how much Babadi Kamara take from this money. And Usai Babadi Kamara come out for create leadway. Wait today, now irresponsible, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Arun Zibaru. And for playing the devil's advocate, the other side said the first lady not interject. The thing is, people when a first lady they support her and will say, well, now in husband and the president, so you go do all kinds of things for support your husband, and all what they do, now just support it, they support your husband. What do you say?
I say you can support your husband all you want. That's now you right. But for let it come, for example, where it say MCC don't give you $400 million, and not think say now Mrs. Madabio in responsibility for can't announce unto the world. The president and the people who apply now they for doing. If he can talk, he can talk. But when he inject himself, we go only say if you don't know what you they talk about, then we go. I will always call you home that this is what you they talk so. You know, right? And you always they deceive the people. But also when you they make when they tell me say now you they make the decision when they tell say that $400 million day now they build hospital now they do this. I don't think say the first lady get the right for begin tell we continue send us so that they use we funds them.
Okay, thank you very much. At least we don't clear that side for people they will go ask, you know, say now first thing I support your husband. Okay, but the type about this money also and this Babadi in company leadway and the way they calculate the way they sell the timber because I mean say a cubic feet later on they sell them by container. So do you think it's a deliberate attempt by people them in authority for muddy the water so that the Auditor General will look bad, then give them a wrong presentation when he said do that calculation, or do you think say the Auditor General in your capacity, instead of don't do further research, now the one market for verify whether that price is right the price for the game?
Absolutely, and you know what they do? They play the game on the first to the Auditor General Taylor. You know what they do? They try to make sure that deliberately they've inflicted the price for the timber. So when they go come now the outside to we now, we go say, oh my God, how much this cost? And then people like Taylor go come and say, no, now mistake they make. And then it go distort everything. Say if you listen to the first lady, it's not coincidence. For let it say we entire GDP for the entire year now 4 billion. This now the talking points where they do. Then no set that price day, not the price for the timber. But then if they model the water, we begin argue, and then they begin bringing this argument. Guess what's going to happen? We go say, hey, now the mistake. And then the price of the commodity itself will drop because now the teller can't tell you say, no, that's not the price. And then they're able to right now, they don't win in this argument because Lara don't come and say the mistake. And this is exactly, you know, Lara, I want to respect him, but in other words, and I think say not do diligence when it comes to this audit report. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Zubaru. Again, what about the parliamentarian? Because this Finance Act, when they pass, where this price be there and everything be there, it go to Parliament. The Parliament gets all the members of Parliament and the APC, the SLPP, the NGC, the C4C. They say not do due diligence because if they say we check them thoroughly, therefore we don't highlight someone there. So this it looks like saying a fault will go around all the key players in the country.
Yes. So the you know the Parliament, they are so inept. They are not doing their job. They are not qualified for the day. They're just fortunate because the people not able to know who that they vote for and waiting a parliamentarian responsible for. Let me tell you, sir, when bill they can at the Parliament, first they're not they read them. They not get oversight where they actually go tooth and nail for know exactly waiting the bill they about. The responsibility is then at the hands of the Parliament and the parliamentarian when they get present with people them. Can you imagine this? That kind of money, they're not able for identify. It go through all of them. Not to only the 30-something member of Parliament a day, they're not able for pinpoints. They all go through this. And they stamp them. They are not competent, bruh. So what do they do? See, we always they complain, but we know they get solution. Right now, before begin call them on. Let me call Cheikoko, say you're not doing your job. Dr. Yom Keller, you are not doing your job. I forget the guy from C4C in name. He says I'm not doing job. In fact, him, this C4C guy,
It's Tambalamina, I think, is the head of the C4C Parliament.
Tambalamina is actually in cahoot with the government. And you can see where it traveled all over with the president. And you see how they go against young people. They are not doing the job. And we Sierra Leoneans have to hold them accountable. If they listen to it, we go hold them accountable. We ask them for speak out, or we go begin call them one by one, and then they have to speak out. How can this happen? And not only that, sir, when this bill comes, they're not even able to put on now the 2019 budget and auditor report. That's the wrong thing what they do, sir.
Thank you very much, because like you said, the blame really go around, because maybe these people are not financially savvy, because we've got so many lawyers in parliament, and maybe them financial statements and they don't know the nitty-gritty of how them for make sure say the auditor and go through them thoroughly, make sure say they dot all the T's them before they push them out. Because really, this thing goes through the Ministry of Finance, the whole cabinet, the current cabinet, they all approve them. Then you go parliament approve them. Then they highlight some mistake. So it's really, really sad. And because now the whole thing creates a confusion around this audit report. We're not good at all. But again, we also know that there's a cash loss of 177 billion, where according to people they keep record, they say this is the highest cash loss. We see people and go pull laptop them now, where even the anti-corruption commissioner say not only laptop them and they will be order. Is this another shenanigan, or would they expect say waiting the anti-corruption for don't do by now, because we don't see how they treat opposition them, that if we don't call some certain key people them right time for ask them how comes this happen? Because if they give you for go buy certain laptop, then those laptop, the told question they ask for them no day. Suddenly now the report on come out, some laptop can come out, not on the same laptop them again, then definitely the procurement team get question for answer. I don't think there's any delay.
I go be a little bit, I go use some words them and I go describe the president some kind of way. Before we let Madabio for 20 years in a job. Madabio not ever run any institution. Madabio received $18 million when he be president for 3 months. Since then, Madabio squandered that amount of money they brought.
But I just want to interject quickly, Brother Zubairo, because we not be get that was just an allegation that Madabio squandered 18 million, but we not be able to get any facts for that one day. I don't know whether if you get any other extra facts for confirm. I know there was an allegation, but it wasn't confirmed.
Okay, the Truth and Reconciliation Seller will forget about that. So now I make the not proceed on them. But Samuel Akama go able to explain to when you get on your show, Samuel Akama go explain that to you, sir. And also I called come out with that number there. So we know that. Madabio, not only that, it bring when it come, it win this election, it bring all in people and when I bend them people them where they do this. Last year, how much Salo lost? Now $143 billion leons. Last year, waiting the parliament say. Last year, the amount were unaccounted for. Now 143 billion. My friend, today, this year, now 177 billion leons. Now in loss. Now we're not talking about the laptop now, Sam. Now we talk about the rental car. The rental car. Now $3 million. Now the thief unaccounted for. They don't get receipts. They don't know who's $3 million gone, my friend. Now we talk about the hotel where they say that they quarantine people them. They don't get no receipts unaccounted for. It didn't have the audit report. Now $2 million gone, my friend. This is exactly what did not happen. Madabio is intended to squeeze alone for every penny we're capable to do. And Madabio is responsible for this amount of things. And last year, the parliament not talk, Madabio not talk, and not hold anybody accountable, Ben Kefano not hold anybody accountable, then slap that in the wrist because we not say anything, and guess what's in? Now $177 billion. I'll tell you about that now, sir. Now we think about one of the places where they go quarantine. Now, Kobe College. Remember, now $2 million they spent. They don't get water system for flush toilets. They don't get the PPE them. They don't get nasal cannula. But then this amount of money go. But not only that, sir. 46 people them. They inflate their wages them. Let's say that they pay them 20,000 leones. Then for 1 month, they increase them to 45,000 leones. This is exactly what they say. And Saloma, they look, Madabio, they destroy the money, destroy the country, destroy the people them, and we not say nothing.
Wow, very sad. I mean, you articulate that point very well. Again, you went back to the 2018 audit report. What in from your understanding, what in the anti-corruption commissioner don't do for recover that money they first, the last year money, the 2018 year, before they can start the 2019? Because I've seen many press releases, but unable to get any tangible facts say they don't recover or they don't retrieve money, or they don't hold anybody accountable for that.
Supermed, the Auditor General irresponsibility. Now, for see in a layman term, how much the country they get and how then they spend them. And if they spend them wrong, they give advice to Parliament and the President. So, Lara, in due diligence, considering they not get enough money for doing investigation, then they suppress them, not they allow them for get information and receipts them. And not get no other choice but give them information, give them an opinion, and advise them. If they're not well, they're left to their own devices.
Okay, then, thank you. I mean, what I let's for bring that to your attention, because when I don't do this investigation, the audit report I don't come out, automatically that the Anti-Corruption Commission and your job for make sure that they investigate who sell the money and they lost go. But 2018 report we don't come out. 143 billion cash loss be happening. But up to now, we never get any tangible statement from the Anti-Corruption Commission for tell we say that money there last year and so that happened. We don't retrieve or not retrieve or waiting at the cause. Waiting they go on the other side as far as you know.
Sir, and this is waiting so bad. Francis Ben Kelfala, now be a promised man, now be man what we expect. When a young man get this much education and we feel say go do right. What if Francis Ben Kelfala don't do? Now the small man them that they go for, the small fish them, the one that were big, either he retrieves some money from them or he slap them at the wrist, they remove them, put in another position. Francis Ben Kelfala, now one of the worst and most manipulated human being in Sierra Leone. For that we get the MCC award. Francis Ben Kelfala and the other institutions then get for lie. And the way out they lie, the way out they suppress things. Today, we get that they offer awarding $400 million. Francis Ben Kelfala should be fired. Again, if we continue for talk and we not get no action. If we not get action, this will repeat back next year and nothing will come up here now. We get for all, either we save Francis Ben Kelfala for go, we ask somebody like Cherry Coco and Dr. Yom Keller and speak out. Say he get for resign because he not do diligence to the people of Sierra Leone. When it comes to education, now $1.1 billion now don't spend within 2 years. This year they give $2 million. Waiting Francis Ben Kelfala to do. But that's what he do. When a teacher gets a bribe of $100, it puts rope in neck, cargo na cotton tree. But when it's $2 million loss, it not say one word. Francis Ben Kelfala for go. We they ask the leader them for ask Madabio for let him go.
Yes, thank you very much again, Brother Zubaru. I mean, a good example you cite so because we all be seeing when they parade and teacher then and cover them parade and a country. But now they see big money they disappear. Big one them where millions of dollars them will not see the all anybody or parade anybody. Again, we be condemn the act say because that's a breach of them people human rights. We know something go do the other people who do something and go do the so but what we expect is the commission, the Anti-Corruption Commission, for make sure say they for don't panic case and they investigate and case and they thoroughly and bring the people them responsible to bear. Make the people they know say yes and get confidence by the institution and they for all certain people them accountable because them money and plenty money and plenty Sierra Leoneans them they suffer because of their money how they missing. So and they continue like what you said last year. Now be 140 something billion now 177 billion. So it keeps going up and up and up and up. And again, many other instances, then we even talked about the bail money. We don't know why ordinary people in Sierra Leone, they die, pass and go take them, then go beg them pauper. Now the same people them were responsible for most of the situation where Sierra Leoneans find themselves. When they die now, we they pull money again at the consolidated fund for responsible. I mean, I don't know if you get a comment for see about that, because
absolutely,
that one will be
absolutely. One place now, just last year, where Lagatelo actually do this investigation or this auditing. Last year, we get people away die in Waterloo for days, then they're gone. Then they smell the entire place. The government not go able to take them cups, then they go bury them. Now, Mr. Madabio and the administration spent $1.6 million for funeral for dignitary that will die. How many of them died? Where did he sit? Who side that come out? But what you got to think now? The first lady in no get right for get money from the consolidated fund. Mrs. Madabio, they get direct money from the consolidated fund for use them the way how it fits. That's a crime. The Constitution don't ever allow this woman to get any money from we. And now then they take 1.6 million for funeral. Say, look, we know they do rights to ourselves. We know they do justice to ourselves. If we continue for look, Madabio, they got away what we country. They tip with money with the diaspora. And when the only ordinary Sierra Leone people, like 11% of them, they said they're extremely hungry. They're not getting meal or one meal for the entire day. And we allow these people them for each this amount of money. We then pay somebody $2 million where we don't know just for allowance, my friend. $2 million.
Really sad, but
tell me what you make the regular person that money then?
Yes, but it's really sad, but as Barrow, like where they highlight them, so very, very unfortunate. But again, the parliament, now they make the laws and they're responsible for all some of them people that are accountable. You know, even therefore, able call the anti-corruption commissioner, now parliament or make and give them updates how they do all lengths here. But what is the parliament doing? Parliament is really lame up, and then it seems for when they see parliament to do anything where people will get confidence here, is parliament to do the work for make sure say they all the key stakeholders them responsible for whatever they do with salon money. Whilst many Sierra Leoneans they suffer. So what you take with parliamentarians then?
And this is not a secret, Supermed. The parliamentarian them now poor people them, they are broke. Not only that, when they run for office, then they go tell their constituents the same, we go do this for you, we go do that for you. So it can be a burden upon them. When them Gani die, that the member of parliament get for go bury them. When they go, they not get water, the member of parliament is not get for a good one. But also, they get for live up to that standard, they say. So what did they happen? They get a brown envelope. If now 20 million they get for get out of them, like what the lead way they do so? If you give 20,000 to a member of parliament, do you have votes for this? They will. And then go set them out. Now this make Gibao, they call her. That's exactly the reason where they begin talk. Now I make the decision put us a bag at the back. Now so then Tawa, this is the same thing they do to Tawa, because Tawa begin talk. And that's the reason why they put her at the back. Who that responsible? Abbas Bundu. Abbas Bundu mi family now $15,000 and they pay per month. With all the things they pay 8,000 with all what it can for in clothes, in travel, in medical, 15,000 per month. So wait till you say you must sit down, you go sit for sit down. The parliament is in the pocket of the government. So what you go do? We people are not the land, we're not the educate we are dumb, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's really unfortunate because most Sierra Leoneans, they look say that the parliament for fed for we as Sierra Leoneans. Because really, the Anti-Corruption Commission, he says no, they're above the law. He says get guidance how they operate according to your own the instrument or create a particular area day. But when they say when other people when they support your own party or whether they're your own party, then they even call them for investigate them, even though they not get better evidence. Now we don't see where naked evidence they where the Auditor General don't prove say, but listen, there are people here where plenty money they disappear. When the money them where look at for instance, the people who go buy them bike them, Nakovac, bike them where the Auditor General says they don't know say that 12 point something, that's not 21 million. So what you mean plenty Sierra Leoneans in the
Right.
Why are these people not being invited right now for questioning to the Anti-Corruption Commission? May they go find out, say, but listen, the back loan is saying at 21 million. Look, the back loan at 12 million. How come what's happen?
Yes, and you see, now this that they say, with Parliament, they're weak. The people who represent them, they're incompetent. They are not there for the work, and also are not thinking they're able to dissect and read what's in our constitution. Because if they do that, and also they're not left with, they're not a patriot. They're not left with country. Because me and you sit down today on a Saturday, they can't talk about the need and greedy with the land waiting to go on our country. Now, because we love them. You think some people in there that love the country? We get a young man with they call small baba. He run for constituency 110. Madam, you get up to $15,000. Pola is not run. So they go win constituency 110. That's exactly what they do. So somebody like small baba, he don't get no allegiance to the country. He got allegiance to his pocket. But now that we talk about this, what's in the person Ben Kalfala? They lost 49,000 bags of rice. What did Francis Ben Kalfala do? Nothing. The one who in charge, they remove her from the education department, they go and get another position. But let me talk about this the other guys where they talk about during this corona. Now 208 million loans. Guys, 9 and thief. Rest where they give for free. They're not able to account who they give the rest. Remember, they're not even the picking and the rest 49,000 bags of rice. Now the amount, the cost for the rest where they thief now. Now 208 million loans. Then deprive the ordinary, the poor man them. Where 55% of the country say they are poor. When they lock the country down.
I just, before you go further, I just want to interject for something. You highlight, say, I think say the former NGC candidates and 110 will not be standing again. You said the NGC, the SAP began $15,000. I mean, we not go, this na young fact. We not get out of this. Now young, we don't know whether if you able lay more time or whether if you get any evidence for back that particular claim day.
Again, I know can't give you evidence them, but again, we know exactly, we within the system, we know exactly what's in happen. We know who that they talk to. We know who that they talk to we. So again, small bobo, then bribe him for let it stoop down and jump in the bandwagon for the SLPP. It gets the moment, and we get the Okada a register on their name also. We know exactly what's in happen, sir. But that's my own opinion.
Okay, then thank you very much, brother Arun. I just we'll confirm that side quickly. But ladies and gentlemen, please, we'll allow continue for share. We'll get about, I think, 120. So now if we double them, it's gonna go 240. 400, 600 like that. So because what we talk so today now is very, very important, very, very crucial for the plenty Sierra Leoneans that can give from the brother. This brother is very passionate about Sierra Leone. He always concerned, he always look out for the ordinary Sierra Leoneans when they suffer. If you watching videos them, he audios them, he always a focus for look at the Sierra Leoneans when they suffer. And we take him saying a patriot, a good brother. Brother Arun.
Yes, sir.
Again, we still look at these audit reports. These audit reports, now, big TV don't come out in Sierra Leone. Although, believe say some people they try for damping them, try for discredit them, try for do all kinds of things for confuse the people. But the fact is the fact. We see plenty money then we lost. And so on a poor country for like the total cash loss. This is not check the other money we spend no, but the cash loss of 177 billion leons. Now plenty money because you get plenty side them for cover. School and day where people say even for bench no day, you know, they go to hospital and even for bed themselves, they see that 3-4 comrades, they don't have one bed. So yes, the lights not there, even that the people they buy fuel for put per generator. Like, I mean, what thing you take? What thing are you they feel for the people of Sierra Leone where short term money so they lost by one gain audit reports? What thing you take?
Yes, and Superman, I want to make you able to get a distinction yesterday, yeah. The 177 million we lost now from the 2019 audit report. Now data they come out. But also I want to make you put this in context also. 92 billion also lost from the coronavirus money we then give him. How much are the money we then give him, Supermed? The IMF then give you $143 million. World Bank give you $100 million, my friend. The EU give you $25 million. the Islamic Development Bank give we $10 million. You see how then they dance. What did they do? Then go there, ask Free Priscilla Schwartz for put state of emergency. So we not go able for question them. 3 months after the fact, then they go begin bring paper in. But now we talk about this, sir. Waiting for make this money, waiting for make any human being look in country, look as poor as we are, take that money there for themselves. Waiting for make any human being do that. Where you to go, you say you to go rent motorcar. We not go rent motorcar, but you take 3 million of that. You put on your pocket. You go, you save for nutrition and all that in a day. They take almost, they say, the person will then get the contract. Now construction, now that a day into. But now when it comes to food, now that person then you get the contract, we cannot get nothing to do with that.
Wow,
This is unbelievable.
So let me just interject here about Arun. This is not the contract when they give for the catering. They go give somebody on a construction.
Exactly, catering. Exactly, that's what they did. Think about this, oh, somebody will not get nothing for do with catering. They go, they get up to $3 million. And nobody can say anything. We are weak, we are careless, and we kill ourselves slowly if we're not able to go and stop this bleeding, this cancer. We need to get rid of them.
But again, brother, I want Zubaru, yeah. What about, like this are they call on parliamentarians, because then kind here, then kind procurement here, because we see another one, they're not getting contacted, they don't deliver before they go sign contract. All of these procurements don't show say now blatant thieving they go on. So what do parliamentarians, and because all the political parties in the parliament, the main political parties, the APC, the NGC, the C4C, the SLPP are in parliament. Then people that we rely on, that they will vote for men and go all government accountable, men and go do things for we. What are they doing? What do we for do as citizens then? For call on these people, say, listen, we're not going for do Nawoko. Because what's in the happen, and not say they say, we not say some people in the brown envelope, they agree, but we go for the rest of voice to them, and they say they don't say yes, we bestow responsibility on them for men and do their work.
Superman, you know what you do so? What you do so every day? What in Prince Coma they do every day or every week. Now a real service to the country, and we tell una thanking also. Okay, now we talk about this. We in the West, me and you were in the West, where if we can still survive now and not get nothing for do with we, let we begin speak out. And how will they do one? The only way we go stop, because let me talk about this, we are a donor country. Then we depend on donors. Not only that, then depend on the remittance. What will they send to the country? Now, Sierra Leone depend on. Now, almost half $1 billion. Now, people, me and you, they put to Sierra Leone economy every year. And we're not speaking that. First, that to seem, we get rid of them. Because we need competent people. We believe in the country. We not depend on the government or for thief for let them survive. That not one. So me and you get for begin. The House of Commons, like your country, you get for able to take whether respond, whether you representative, whether you believe in, go out there and talk to them. Sit down at them do. Yes, I will do my own diligence and go to my own senators them. And the person they represent requires for me. Where then I also I go now in place and he ready for go and ask MCC and all the donors them for stop Sierra Leone, and we get evidence them. Get a lawyer for writer for you. Get you evidence them. Can go to you representatives, because we not taxpayer them. Now then country also. If we not they pay taxes, then this country not they function. Just in Maryland, Maryland, DC, and Virginia also are there. Now 35,000 Sierra Leoneans and they did it. We need for come back, because then depend on we. Not only that, we they contribute to their campaigns. So we, and also the Sierra Leone people, and then they jail them. What we can do now for that, we able to empower them with messages. Here is what in your country, what they don't teach now. Look what if I don't do for your country. Where you pick is the sick of malaria, so we can able buy malaria medicine for 10 years. We go for treat now. The money with the thief to now. We need to go back and begin educate the people, and we now also let us stop for give them money. Let we stop this MCC money with the Angie Saloon.
Okay, right, but Arun, I just want to interject. Now, you know, say the country people they suffer there. We then don't have people and they then stop for GUI. How will the country survive? Because these people, when they seem for government, they're very, very reckless. They don't mind, let's suffer for them people. Wait till they still continue for thief. So without those money, how will the country survive? How do people able to survive?
You know, at least I watch American politics small. Like, for example, what's the going now America today? They get this stimulus package where they right now. They want to give the people up to $900 stimulus check. Donald Trump say nothing. We'll forgive them $2,000. Now then at the fight. Now then when they come to the table, when they not get the money, when they're not able to do what they get for do, then they come at the table say, let them monitor every money where they go. So in order for them to give them money, then we know exactly how they spend the money. Or we bring people them, then they can spend money on the project. And let's say, for example, this money where MCC want give it, the water system. Let them make the entire water system, let them go manage them, take it on, rather than give to the Madabio administration. So we get for make them all the ransom and come to compromise, and then we get for scrutinize them for every penny whether they spend. Because like I tell them, again, nothing for do with this, just it does get reports, then they go. That's all we do.
Okay, then thank you very much, Brother Zubaru. I mean, with the excellent response the way they get today, very good, thank you. And I want to tell all man at the chat, we will get plenty people that want to comment them and everything is well. We appreciate you now this platform. Now for all Sierra Leoneans, we appreciate you now greatly. We want to continue for sharing our comments and views them. They're all welcome on this platform. And we want to continue for share the program. We want to get hundreds of, if not close to 1,000 of people and listen to the board. I say this board is a very passionate Sierra Leonean way, like in country, bad one. And they look at wisdom for make sure so that country will move forward. And it would try for all people, them key stakeholders, them responsible. Key stakeholders, them all the stakeholders in the country responsible for what they go on in the country. They all get for play them part. They all get for tin up tall and say no. They ain't enough for the happen. Sierra Leoneans up and down that country, the east, west, north, and south, they suffer. They suffer a lot. If we don't suffer, now if they suffer, don't magnify itself. So we got to get to stop this continuous money where they lost. Look the money where the brother say lost and Nakovac, the main country in budget says. And again, Brother Zubaru. This leadway company where Babadi Kamara they lead this timber business. What is that the due diligence program? Because people that don't do the calculation say even at the figure they say I need to sell the timber, the revenue for have been over nearly $300 million US. And I think say they only give to about $50 million. So what about the $250 million?
Yeah. So thank you, Superman, for asking that question. Leadway in a company where Mr. Mabadi come up with. And we get for there's evidence they come out soon. We go tell we say Leadway is owned by Madabio. The family, what's in Madabio they do? It create a fictitious company there so from everywhere in the country. It create the company them and then it the bid. And guess what's in? The constitution says people get for bid for contract. You know what they do? Babadi Kamara, the Leadway, now the no more get the rights for bid for that particular contracting. Leadway not ever do timber business in the world. Leadway not get any website. Leadway not get board of directors. Leadway not be get money until Madabio they come, they put $1 million in a bank where they get able to give Leadway this company. Because you got to get that amount of money. What's that amount of money? How many people are going to get that money in a bank for able to bid for a timber contract? But now let me talk. Let's say, like I tell us, say they make a mistake. Let's say the average price for 1 cubic meter now $140,000. The amount of money where we forget now we earn now $260 million. Think about yourself, sir. So the amount of money, if they may say at 140 for 1 cubic meter. Now, $276 million. Now, forget. The question they ask, how much they sell the timber, who do they sell them to, and why they sell at the price where they sell them, and the kind of timber them, because they get different type of organic and other different timber them. So, whose brand they sell, and at what cost? If they say that now $50 they sell them, then they lie per win. So outside the $120 million go, it go in the pocket of Marabio and the leadway.
This okay, thank you very much, Brother Agun Zubairu. And some of the thing where the boy they talk like the boy your own opinion and your own views. We on this platform, we give people them the platform for many come, many share them views, and we the people that they watch his show go be the judges them. And again, I want to say this 2020 number we don't pass this platform here, so we get over 100,000 views for videos them and we interview them over 100,000 views. I believe so they do the platform they do a great job. So they tell it then and our platform very thank you plenty. The platform they do a very good job. And again, why not continue for share because we believe say this particular even this interview will go over maybe 10, 15 to 20,000 views. So now continue for share and please. And again, but I wouldn't buy we don't look at this 2019 audit reports. The figure them, the astronomical. People yes. They suffer. Yeah. And the way how them procurement and they take place now in country, really, the people and the stakeholders and the parliamentarians, the Anti-Corruption Commission, they get for looking to them thoroughly. Many understand who's can procurement policies and the way so. Whether they give people them for go buy certain thing, then they only money go buy something where not better. All kinds of we don't see them through these audit reports. But summarize them because we can't move to the bankrupt policies then. Now we not get loans. Now the next topic that I know plenty people want to hear for that particular topic. But for summarize the 2019 audit reports, so the parliamentarian, the ministers, and Anti-Corruption Commission, and all the key stakeholders, what's now your message to them? Because obviously we go for another audit report back for 2020, we go for more 2021. So what's now your message to them in relation to this audit report?
My message is very simple. Hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. Who are they all accountable? The parliamentarian them and the government. How you do one? Go to the source. Who are they all? The MCC, the IMF, the World Bank, all the other development bank system around the world where they give him money. We get to go and tell them, say, absolutely not. You cannot give them people the money. If you give them the money, then they eat and deprive the people them. The only way we can do, and now we begin all we leaders them accountable. Mr. Yom Keller need for come back and say, God damn it, enough is enough. Mr. Yom Keller gets the international world way to look at him. Mr. Yom Keller, would they beg you, sir, halt and stop this money the way they come to the country. They don't they thief them day and night. If you not speak, no one can able for speak. So the old Dr. Yom Keller to task that they get for go because no say it capable and no say nobody not go touch him and we believe say it can do him. So they ask him, with the employer for go to the real source and stop the grant the way they get until we get an answer. Who side all them money I don't go. If we not all we leader them accountable, because we doomed to fail again.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Arun Zubairu and people in the chat room. I want to know plenty. We can read some of the text them. I don't see quite a lot of text them, quite a lot of messages them. We can read them. Let family go to not get for say as well. Before we jump to the next segment of this particular interview, where the Leons we don't shut now we country. The bank governor says we see him we gonna radio democracy. The videos are out there. He say, "Emi don't try for other money not there." And we get reports now say plenty people they gonna bank. If you want to go withdraw 2 million, so they go lock in and give 1 million. Sometimes at 500,000. The bankers they say they don't get loans. And the sad part is this is now festive season. Festive season, people want to celebrate with them families, them relatives and friends. And this they happen. And the bank governor will say it will be mid-January before loans begin come. And that it's not even certain. So the next thing I know go for GoPa, but I just want to read some few comments them where then at the chat room right now. Somebody say, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Leadway has no business going into timber trade without any knowledge of the laws guiding the timber trade. That's from Mr. Charles Dennis Brown.
Yes.
Then he say, Zeno Salon said too, I blame the IMF and the World Bank. Like why they send them more for them to give money because they know say they give money, they thief them anyway. And coming soon again at this platform, we don't forget Mr. Alpha Mbawe from the Africanist Press, who can talk about many of their issues about corruption as well. And Salifu Keita Bank say, our parliamentarians need to do more in helping the nation and its people against the corrupt, pauper, thief, or whatever government. We will hold them all responsible as they are getting paid from taxpayers. Yes, so these are some, and this person, Safia Johnson Momo say, you left for talk, but the public service where now vote controllers, and then you want for make this about politics. We really know we okoro them not this country. Okay, Mr. That time from Mr. Safia Johnson Momo. This now few comments were not able for read, but I will come back for read some of the few other comments. The comments and plenty. And it's on all thank you now continue for share on our comments. Now, brother Zubair, we will move now. So, what's in the bank governor tell we? Right now, Leon's not in our country. He said, now because of coronavirus, now he make the money no day, it don't order than before, within a queue. Now people in the country they suffer. And some people they say, but in fact, the bank governor go talk and openly so safe, it will make the situation even worse. What do you say?
Yeah, they call the confidence of the country is not working. The confidence, the people and the business people, the people who want to can invest, they don't get confidence in this man. But a bank governor can't tell the world that we don't get money. Meaning, if you want to go lent, you don't get away for lent. If a bank governor can say this, the president, if not maybe did our position, they are the call in my office and terminate right away. If anybody, this is by any stretch, this man is incompetent. Any man will go tell the country and let the world know, say, we not get penny and not get no choice but for wait. That man, they should not be our bank governor. And he should be removed from office.
Because again, Brother Zubaru, I mean, the bank governor said this issue don't start from June. So he must have known, say, we get certain amount of money. But when they say, we get plenty money in the country, but who said this money go there, this Leos, who said it there? Because people remember, say, money there, people go there. Always there is that system, buy and sell, so the money going to go around. Or is it that the people don't get confidence in the banking system for go put the money there? Or waiting and that particular confidence there, what the bank governor don't say again, it just don't vindicate some people in there because instead don't say, when you get your money now, you go worry for say, if I go put on a bank this, I go put me 5 million there. Tomorrow, if I go pull the 4 million back, they're not going to give me. So,
for lack of,
yes, go ahead.
For lack of a better word, is vote of no confidence from the people, when are the business people in the country. So when it comes to a bank governor, they got a policy them. They got what they call the monetary policy and the fiscal policy, not the social. So we got them thing and them. So if the people them, they can find out, say, this country, then they tax them too much, they get so much burden upon them. Like for example, let's say somebody want to carry your bus go to Sierra Leone. The amount of tax where you go pay, it's twice the money where you purchase the bus for. So me as a business person, first, you don't tax me too much. When I pay the tax, you don't even can go to the government when I tip the money. That's not number one. Number two, even if I'm going on a bank, I not get money for let I forget from a bank. Who that in a right mind go gap and go do business. So what do the people and they do? What do the business people and they do? Then they go and get then they sell the business then keep the money. Who that responsible for that? Who that they create inflation? Now the country, now the bank governor. This man, we're incompetent. When they go, then keep they put these people and say, now doctor. This man not get any technocrat credentials. If we just be ordinary professor, because now the man.
No, brother Zubair, I want to interject here now. Because people in the back, they say, there are people and then at the country where they undermine the economy, where they all the money they keep them. So the bank governor will say, the people that support the bank governor will say, in they do all things, if they order the money was supposed to carry the country, if they try for run the country, the bank system and everything. But if people and they always when they try for sabotage them, they're not going to succeed. What do you say?
That is far from that is a blatant lie, and that is not true. The bank governor, nobody pay attention to him until he can make a mockery out of himself. Now the radio station at M98.1. Nobody pay attention to him. But what do we know? The confidence of the people, including somebody like me, where we have to do something like that now in country. Because the process where you have to go through the bribery, all the stumbling blocks the way you have to go through for let you product that goes to Sierra Leone. Even, again, and it's like, Mr. Falafam. But you'll be able to carry your product and go sell there and make some profits. Superman, if you came to go to that country right now, you go clear and you want to sell them, you did at a loss. You did at a loss. And let me tell you, the people, the way they get right for bring product there inside the country, you know that they do them, either they smuggle them through Guinea, or they give you a license from the president in people where you go able to pay less. So who that create this tension? Who that bring this stumble block? Who that they create this disaster now we country? And the bank governor. But make I tell you that today, and I predict now so, Thomas De La Rue, they're not able to print money by March. Where this governor lied by you so. You know what to do? Because of the corona, that's number one. And number two, the demand right now for printing is just too much. Sierra Leone is not in the radar. So for that reason, inflation will be skyrocketed by March. Trust and believe. Because this man, this president, not able to choose people who are qualified, but pick people because it gets them tried. This is the reason why you see JJ Safa, a professor, take $10 million. We're not able to know who's that $10 million they go. He still puts them back in position. We see Dr. Senge, where 95% of the Pekin have failed and was. He still keep on them. So even when they fail, Madabio still they keep them. Next match,
again, people when they support this bank governor, they say the bank governor not honest somebody because enough of me go talk him, but in one talk him for like a lot of the people make all man go down at the countries, they make it go na public return and say yes, Leo's on short, it expect the use for come other side. Say if nobody don't talk him, people then will say, oh well, money don't lie, the bank governor they lie power, they hide something. They say the bank governor don't show say he honest, so that then kind people they are we need forget that we country. For where something happen, they come and tell we the truth. What do you say to that?
Stock, thank you very much, Superman. You know, me partner, right? Me better, you know, in they pay attention to stock market, but it bring to me mind when it tell me, it say, guess what, him? You know, say because of this vaccine, immediately when the vaccine come, the stock markets go up. So what makes a difference when this particular man I go talk what he talks, so the confidence it dropped precipitously because of a word stem. Words get consequence, sir. This man should not be a bank governor now we country. I'm telling you that.
Well, what if he say because other people more than financially they say because of this particular government they depend on grants then too much, then they fail for focus for encourage business people and let business bokuna the country. They say because if not to be that, then for we don't prepare for this kind of period here, so now the festive period, what business can bokuna the country for make sure say everything there for the businessman and for able to grow the economy. Other than the government only they depend on grants them all the time. And when they give something for eat today, if now one corporate and give you don't eat them, tomorrow pass you for go big back. But if you able to boost business in the country, to get beaucoup businessman able boom, attract investors and kind inside the country, that will be much better than when the country just focus on then grant business here.
Yeah. So Superman, this that a chronic problem now in country. Where we say chronic, meaning it don't deal within your system, it don't deal within your blood, it's not a new thing. Corruption and begging. I know they put the people in Sierra Leone down, but they depend on people for big people for let them survive. And Mother Building come with the same thing. Now I make what they say, Sierra Leone, una make big mistake. Una make big mistake where una not look the man in credentials them. Una look party line. Una choose somebody where even if they explain to them and not able to think rationally for develop the country, for be independent and able for take care of itself, create more avenue, create more job and export with goods and services the way we get in our country. We get the leg, we get for young people, we get the brain, we get the manpower, we get the land, we get the sea, we get all the minerals. Why can we, one of the richest countries in the world, why are we poor? Because we know the think, we bring somebody, we know the think innovatively, just sheltered. This man now we put for lead with country, and when he come, he see what the other people they do, and he follow the bandwagon. Now make we see how they do this. We get for find somebody, we say, you know what, Tim? We change the trajectory by creating jobs that we country. How will they do them? The money what will they get? Will they put them out there on us here, and how will they invest them? And will they tell you how they invest the money? Anybody will fail, you remove them. Anybody will you choose, you make sure that this person is qualified for do the job. But we're not able to do that because we get this inept leader, we then call Mother Bio.
Okay, thank you very much again, Brother Arun Zubairu, for your excellent response to the question there. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'll continue for share. I mean, there are a few comments here I say we need for read. Many people them go read them because Mr. Ibrahim Mustafa Kone said, Zubairu, what does mandate tribe has to do with this very important issue? Then Madam Zainab Sharif Bangura say, hello, Madam Zainab Sharif Bangura. He said, I believe the former university professor, now bank governor, has a wealth of theoretical knowledge, but he has a problem transforming those theories into simple workable solutions. Again, that's another good contribution. Of Fofi Sharif say, this guy is just giving his opinion. That doesn't mean the bank governor did wrong. Okay? Mr. Ibrahim Mustafa Khan again said the tribal thing should be discouraged, Zubairu. And what difference does this make? What difference does this make? What did the people yesterday and today? What? This is not about sentiments or emotions. Some people just prefer people them way they always lie for them. Now it make they're not keen, always put all the wrong people in for who win a country. Okay, these are just few of the comments and plenty comments. We're not going to read them all. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll tell you thank you plenty for our comments and we'll continue for sharing our comments them. Again, we'll tell you about today. Thank you plenty, because today we don't talk about serious issues and we don't talk about serious issue, because this money business we don't shut down the country, it gets serious ramifications. Serious ramification, because business people now, or people that will get money safe, Leon safe, when the bank government don't go on a radio, so don't talk them. I believe say most of them people then go begin out the money and go begin keep them. Then go take and say, well, if I go get my money in a bank this on one time, I'm not going to get them. And this, according to the bank government, he did say, he said coronavirus and beaucoup demand for money makes sense. I don't think that the queue. So again, for not give the bank government you doing that side, he did mention that, but as Zubairu. So in they say by mid-January we will get some money. I think 20-something million notes or so. But other people are skeptical about that, if the queue beaucoup and people, you know. So, but the thing that many people they ask, as the bank governor, if it not be done for students here, say, well, from June, say money they pass short, you know, or it not be done check the bank them, because in job now for they check all the banks them for no then liquidity, for no waiting who say money no day, waiting they go on at the country every day. So maybe you not be done doing homework. What do you say, Palaside?
But this in a simple form, what's not this governor a responsibility? The governor, the bank governor a responsibility now for control inflation, and also able to make it know how much tax people for the pay. Control the system, make we able to flourish. And that's exactly what's my job. Make all the bank them function. If this man cannot able to do the simplest things, and he come where he know as an educator, he come and demonstrate how reckless the country and the bank system is, the confidence is down. The people are not going to get a risk, go put the money in a bank, because you put the money in a bank, guess what? You know they get them back. This is very simple, and what it do so is not supposed to be the bank governor anymore. There's no excuse for this. Even if they tell me at the hope say we able get more money and more coins to them through by January. But it's not possible, because Thomas the tell me say they get too many demands. And they don't get people where they work. The corona they ravage the world. It's still there. It is at the height right now, my friend. So how they going for do them? So this man, what he do so, the confidence, why the question we never ask yourself, why is it that we not get money at the bank? And the reason why, because they find out, say, the system not the work, business not the flourish, people are not get the purchasing power, people are not go able, if they go lend money, they're not go able for pay. So the people are saying, you know, it's now we keep the money till 2023 and still Uda will be income, then we'll begin do with business again. But right now we keep the money. The people that keep the money there, including the people that went thief the 177 billion loans. They keep the money in their own abroad. Because they know exactly what they don't do. They know how they don't got our country. And that's the reason.
But you one simple question, Mr. Zubaru.
Yes.
What's not the solution to some of them problems? If they ask you for advice, a solution, more like with this money business, what's not the solution? When are you advice we will get to the people and to the country or to the government?
The solution is we get for empower with people with knowledge. Meaning your well-being, your life, it depends on how this country function. Take them to you or Anne. Go to your representative them. Tell us, say, we demand you for change and talk in favor of us. Go and tell them, say, let them talk in togetherness and go to the embassy them where they give you money, the United States, Great Britain, and the Germany, and all the embassy then they go there and protest that we cannot do this anymore. Enough of the dying, enough of this thief business. The only way you go stop them now, if you go to the source is either they give you money. If they not give you money, we not get them. Much people are not the ship stuff they come to Sierra Leone. Much business are not they come to Sierra Leone. So the only way we can go to the source all and day. Once you all and day, believe me, then they cave it to we. So the people them now they get for go and we get for start now the West. Go to your representative then also tell them to stop. And on a salon, on our leader them need for do the same thing. This go change the trajectory.
Okay, thank you very much. That's one other solution because the solutions and plenty, but I just don't give one a good solution for how to solve some of them problems there because really people are suffering at the country, people they suffer, and the economy they in a good state for talk about, and job they're not there at the country. Young man say or young woman they graduate from university, job no they don't graduate, they don't go study, don't spend all their time with income, work no they all of those other things. Now it make more people really disheartening for their say. People they receive billions and billions of leos now we country every year because some money out they say missing. Not basically the other word, I think at the civilized world they say now missing, cash missing, but not thief because that money they not give you for put in a pocket or go put on your bank account and when it disappear then not thief. Basically the simple word I know for go describe them. And again, this problem is serious. But according to the bank governor, he say if you don't print, I think double the amount, about 2 million notes. Where he believes that 1 million notes will be the need for use for certain period. So again, the question that come back is, how comes that 2 million notes when it's in print? Who said that 2 million notes they don't go? Because this is not Leones, and most of our Leones they use them in country. Because the forex time people they go out with, but now in country the money supposed for day. So I still baffled who said that 2 million notes that go be trillions of Leones. Who said it don't disappear go?
It go into the small business people and it goes to the people where they take free money. Now they that money they go because now then they pay attention to which they go on with the bank system. So when they sell, instead of they can't go to a bank, they go keep under them box them. They keep under them bait them. The one that way they thief, they no say if they mistake, then they go keep them in a place where you just not go know. I can bet you if they begin to search them people and they get millions of leons then at them vault the way on the boxes there or they drum them. Then no say money no get for day. This time, can you imagine? 1 million notes gone. Come on now. You not take rocket science, but no say the people that they keep them on ways and take the money from the bank, then go keep on them drum them. They're not fool. Because the person where they in charge, you tell me so not get nothing. They're not getting that today. This system not the work, bro. Salon system ain't not the work. Salon, I can tell you again, the primitive guy they are so, where they act primitively, where they make like I said, they not get no sense. Or another think, when you go say something like this. Now the eyes of the public, where if you're not person, not a primitive person, you're not going to think that way for go downplay, so we not get money. Because we tell the people also, Mr. Steph, I get money there, they go to put me on the sample. Who don't go do one? And the other thing is, what to make a biggest solution? Instead of you do the physical cash, why you not use a card where people they use for transactions? This is no brainer. Instead of you use money, now people they transfer through phone. Why you not use that? Then we sell the color. This is so not make no sense, man. This man should not be. They can't teach the America black man. I mean, me not to economics or anything. This doesn't make sense, bruh. There's a solution to these things. You know, the physical cash.
And this particular topic remind me, say, how long we Africa as a continent, we always depend for other continents for they go print money. You know, that's an question of the African leaders, then they go for the answer that question. But until they talk about we own small country, when I just over 7 million people.
7 million people.
Because how long all the time they go look for Thomas, they go for go print money for we?
Can you imagine that?
Well, we not get to
know. But no, sir, let me tell you. Thomas, they are going for printer. You know, it's like I don't know if na China or other country. Now they describe for
Sri Lanka and say na for go printer, yes.
Sri Lanka, thank you very much. Can you imagine this? So now they say there's a big time inflation when they come now with country between and March because Thomas de la Rue not able for print the money. Now make it short. Let's be honest now, so I beg you know. Now the talk, sir.
It's really unfortunate, Brother Arun Subaru, and we don't cover plenty topic them. We hope say waiting the governor say by mid-January we'll get that money. We hope say we'll get some notes them for keep the country going because waiting do thank you for candy stuff for pay civil servants them. You know, these people they advise government. Do you have papa government if but come on no day. Now for pay them chicha them, pay the ordinary civil servant them, then MP them, then minister them head of parastatals, then this permanent secretary and this and that. Not for pay them, tell money come. Yes. Because now their own responsibility, they cause the problem. So if money no day, make them pay first the ordinary people, them ordinary teacher, policeman, they don't know, not their own faults when money no day. So make them pay the ordinary people because what's going to happen just now, months they don't. Leons no day, I go pay teacher.
Right.
And then one just now say, okay, they owe the teacher them, but the minister your salary is still they come out. The MP salary is still they come out. That is very, very unfair. We hope say these three people don't go do them. You know, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, again, thank you very, very much. One Bring Council has said this year, 2020, this platform will get over 100,000 views. So we're glad for that. I will return all thank you for that. The platform, they keep the go, and when they watch out for so many other programs, so they come, they try to be as objective as possible. They bring out so many different people, where they can enlighten we, like what the boy they do today, they give we your own perspective of different many things we don't discuss about. And again, we encourage you now for on watch out for subsequent program we can this platform here. Again, but as we follow hand up, although the platform is really they build up more, they get so many views, so many comments, it's unbelievable. This thing I think say people are really 1 year from you and 1 year what you get for say in this topic here so because although they can fetch for roundup, this money is shortage one, not just one of the issues then. But again, could you believe, say, somebody back them where they didn't say in the streets, government one back them day. Instead of the minister or whoever they in charge, I know say procurement, then go say, boy, who are they selling back there under? 150 back, or 50 back, no by the one say. Pass and go past to middleman. This middleman, get for cancer and say 20-something million. Even if back then they say every day, when at 12 million. So that middleman take millions, hundreds of millions of leons. I mean, this is bigger believer. Not say who not to financial them. What's that you take part of talk there, you know?
Yeah, this is in your face. You know, Mr. Marabio, you the spit na the salon people in face. You the cough phlegm na the people in face. This is ridiculously bad. Supermed, let me come to the conclusion I asked you. Mr. Marabio, they give contract for let it get a own court. So it bring a middleman. Can you imagine this? Where you can go to the source and buy the motorcycle, 100 of them, and you know that not to salon taxpayer they pay this money. Now people are outside of the world give we money for corona, for let the airport stop this pandemic. Then take the money there, then say, you know it's in, John, go and go buy the motorcycle. But they give you twice the amount of money. The half of the money you keep up. The rest, go buy the motorcycle. Instead of you go and buy the motorcycle yourself. So the amount where them pay, they lost 276 million leones. That money there for we buy the same amount of bikes. So we buy 200 bikes there, if not that we want. The rest of the money, it go to them. Madabio, you know, say one word. It look you that you face Sierra Leonean and say, get the hell out of here. You take the money and go. This that we face, now they see the worst corruption in our time. Come on. It don't make no sense, bro.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. People are really confused by this procurement business. When something and they want to open thing them and simple thing them, where even governments are able to get them. Because all this catering business, when I go give somebody on a construction business for all who catering, no wonder then people will be put in quarantine, food not be there. So tell them they go give them one packet water, this, and millions of leons they disappear, hundreds of millions of leons. Billions of leons they disappear. I mean, it baffles so many people. And again, maybe for playing the devil's advocates, maybe this is a process where now so government operates with through procurement. But again, we believe there's for be some mechanism in place for make sure say checks and balances there. Let us not just go gently once and no more like say it's alone the money they for to all over the place.
Superman, but let's be honest now. So, Mr. Madabio don't subvert the constitution. What does that mean, bro? The constitution say for for any contract, people can get for bid. They get for bid for contract them, and majority of the contract then no bid, my friend, no bid. They're not a bid for the contract them, but they know they allocate to them. This is absolutely wrong. This is not what we government. This is not in our constitution. Majority of what Madabio they do is not in our constitution. Waiting the people away, the leaders, then they do outside the opposition, and they for see somebody now lawyer them. Now people will learn it.
But again, talk. Let me just interject there. Who side the opposition and they then because then they're not parliament. They get right for all them people that are accountable. But why are they not doing it?
Because again, Madabio they give us $20,000. Now I make. But let me tell you something, sir. What about the people who want for president? Who side and they? Mr. Kamalo, Samuel Kamara. Samuel Kamara need for come out and talk. He won't be president. Mr. Anis Baikumana still the clear leader for APC. Sam Sumana, where you sit and where you still do not connect and just to go walk around. What is it? I mean, you want come when election come 2023, you can't begin talk nonsense. When people and they die, when people and they sick, whether they tip their money, you set them out with a wait for owner. Outside with a wait for owner, let us see what they happen in 2023. When we country they suffer the way they suffer, so when it be in 2 months time, the country cannot get nationally in the bank. Somebody like Samuel Kamara, we know the numbers, we know everything. We know them at this job. Is not they talk? We will hold you to ransom, my friend. We go hold them accountable for this injustice. Come now, we country and we know what the man they do.
Yes, again, brother Zubaru, because really, where they talk something, it's like you complicit. And again, that's not just a general way saying call because maybe say, okay, those other people, maybe they go say they're out of government, then they talk their own way, nobody listen. Okay, but the people in government, we not forget, so now 3 arms of government we get. We get the parliamentarians, we get the executive, the president, and the ministers, and obviously we get the judiciary. They're not anything for talk about. But the MPs are what they vote for. They get a big stake because they are part of the government. Mm-hmm. And most of them, not to the government MPs them, let's be honest to the government, if you put the other MPs them and the parliament, then Bokupas the government say own MPs them. When are the ruling party, SPP MPs them. So but what are they doing in terms of holding the government accountable? In terms of make sure say people them, no they loot the country. So a situation where before say people them Sierra Leoneans and they suffer all about that country.
Superman, so before we go, because my partner, they wait for me, they like, so, but this here, what will they do? We don't know, say, the member of parliament, they didn't have the pocket of the government, because then they go stamp everything where they can. So we need a malama, somebody when they come and say, I want to run for president. Before we them, I know the wait till election come before I begin talk for now. And they go and protest. And they go and team up now the state house. When I follow me, let me go. May they arrest me. But with people them, I gotta go to jail for now. But we begin again for it. We people again forget medicine. They forget clean water. They forget protected by the law. A leader, we believe in your country for do that thing and they. So forget about the member of parliament them. You leader, some Sumana, get you up and go work for the people them. Because you want we hire you. Now, based on what you do, now you gonna make we hire you. Some somewhere Kamara. Come on, come along. Come on, free tongue. Talk not all the media them. And go to dinner at the state house. Make the media then see you. Make the social media and then say, my God, he did talk for we because he know what's in that number. He know exactly what's in the God. He don't read the auditor report. But what they do when they sit down, they wait, they drink their alcohol. They make big man, so then they don't shop that mosque. Oh my, hey! And then they go sit down back. They wait for 2023 so that we'll get the power. My God, it's not going to happen because we will shed the light on these people. Trust.
Okay, thank you very much once more, brother Arun Zubaru and the brother like what I said, na very passionate Sierra Leonean we like our own business. He always in social media, he advocate for in country. And I believe say like what I said, we don't become the fourth estate. We not be now the next extra checks and balances to government.
Absolutely.
So whatever government, whatever minister, whatever parliamentarian and they many know say we don't enough for play that role for talk to people them, for talk issues them about we country. And we know what we learn because we do them for the good of all men in that country. It doesn't matter which political party you belong to. Right. If that political party then they do waiting correct for the people them who go fight for highlighter. If that political party A, B, C, or D, whatever. Because Sierra Leone, now we all in a small country, we not plenty today. You know, we go for able to do something, maybe suffering, now we country reduce. People don't suffer too much. We don't go through so much thing there. We remember the decade-long civil war, where people suffer, bad one. Even this democracy for like Canada country, I remember the late president, Ahmed Chijankaba, people then go protest and kill them. You know, so we need to get benefit from them TSO. And look the kind of great deforestation when they take place now in country.
Thank you very much.
You see, then now the money they come back, when they get nothing from them, it's not correct. Ladies and gentlemen, brother Arun Zubaru, I want to give you the last word before I wrap up because people them plenty in the chat room. I want to tell the people back plenty, thank you. But you said the last word. As you get for move on, let me go left they read the comments before I wrap up.
Yes, sir. Supermed, I go end up with the deforestation. Me family and also the idea about global warming. Global warming is real. We see what's happening at Sugarloaf, almost 1,000 to 3,000 people and die. They get one man we then call Samabanya. He tell me say this year will happen. Before I go further, I'm not going to lecture people there with waiting and they call deforestation. But the trees, they what they plant. Now then they capture the CO2, where they prevent for the walnut for heart. People around the world, they say, let me stop them. Let me stop for cut them. And as by Kuma, adhere to that. Mother don't lift them. Just for make money. The way lift them, not for the betterment of the country, but for engage in cohort them. Now they do this for that particular timber they will then sell. Now $276 million. If we sell 140 per cubic meter, you know what in 276 million could do? It put 25 diagnostic center them. We go for detect cancer and then things to do. 100 hospital them. 100 university. Able for make half a city. That money there. If that money they be gathered with country, they use them wisely. We can able use them for fix the water problem. Now free time. Now this money, now these people them These oligarchies, these small people, they take all the money, they deprive all the people, and in that manner, a crime against humanity. If you believe in your country, if you like your country, speak out, whether you're in Sierra Leone, whether you're in America, whether you're in any side of the world, speak for your country, stand against this injustice, protest against them. Go to the international world, say enough of you giving us money and then they deprive the people. Go fight for your justice. Why are they keep arresting political opponent them? Speak on that. No relent. Hold them accountable. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, and thank you very much, Brother Arun Zubaru. And we'll tell you thank you plenty, where you take time off your busy schedule for come talk about them. Very, very important issues there. So we go benefit we all, Sierra Leoneans, wherever we do, because of our country, then they do well. If you didn't diaspora self, you said they feel happy. And I believe say most of you they go through all and thing and they. And thank you once more again very much. God bless you. And again, I just want to go around there. I read some of the comments and what we get now. So I get Brother Links say, okay, good conversation, brother. Thank you very much, Brother Links. All the way from the United States. We get other Paris Kuyate say the world, the all is suffering, even in America. When all day wait for stimulus money. So when I first said it, Madam Bio said the okay, I see. Okay, my this one Ishmael Bangwa say, my brothers, may the Almighty God bless and protect you. Okay, and if okay, thank you very much. The president has sanctioned deforestation, but ask for it to be done responsibly. Okay, somebody said the deforestation. Okay, 11 years. When I know they give water and lights, now we can't again. So many comments. One on all thank you plenty. Ladies and gentlemen, for a comment on our contribution. They say all good things must come to an end. This is a very, very good interview. We don't look at things in our country. The 2019 audit report. We don't look at the bankruptcy policy right now where we say how competent is the bank governor because money don't lost. But the bank governor until we say we don't order them and the coronavirus, the SQ, Thomas de la Rue. Some of you even question, say Africa was on the day, 30 days when they wait tomorrow that country for go print for our money. All these other issues, so many issues. But ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, we now look out for more issues on this platform. This platform every Saturday, Sunday, they come up with plenty discussion program. Then we'll get other program. Will be last week will be interview at Makodi and so many other personalities. When I go on our YouTube page, don't subscribe. We get hundreds and hundreds of interviews on our YouTube page. When I go there and subscribe, please. Now Facebook page over 100,000 views and so many things. Then so I believe say we all go come together. Like what the brother will say, that will be the extra voice for we country. Now we talk for people. Now we tell the politicians that we know what they go on. We all them accountable, and that country will go straight to man. Somebody like Cabo and not like Cabo. We all go come together and work for straight to country. And by God in power, God will help people all do that. So again, I want to all thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for our contribution. I know say the platform still alive. We still get plenty people on the platform. So what I will do for close the program, I go play for now one part of all music. I think now. Dr. Olo will play now, so we'll play Dr. Olo again. Because the music not be done, that Ajuba music, make the music play, let us enjoy them. So, Brother Zubair, thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, man. It was good. Thanks. Next questions, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much, the legendary Dr. Olo. First of all, I need to make a disclaimer. This platform does not own the copyrights to this music. This music was played purely for educational and entertainment purpose. So, Fambulem, all good things must come to an end. Una cabo, God bless you all, and una get a wonderful holiday.